We begin first at 4 with the heat. It continues across the entire area. The bad news is it can now lead to some storms in our area tomorrow.
And we're going to check in right now with a WSAV News 3's Storm Team 3 meteorologist Hannah Evans in for Scott today. She's taking a look at your first forecast.
That's right, Tina and Andrew. We once again are tracking the dangerous heat out there today, where our temperatures right now are still in the upper 90s to low 100s. Savannah reached a high temperature of 100 degrees today. It is now falling, but the record was set back in 1900 of 102. It's not quite that, but definitely close to it. 99 degrees right now in Savannah and Rincon, still at 101 degrees in Richmond Hill, and even feeling a little bit warmer because of the humidity, feeling like 108 in Richmond Hill at this hour. So that heat advisory continues through 8 p.m. We have a weather aware day continuing through when this heat advisory expires as well, just because of how hot and humid it is with little to no relief. We're not tracking anything on our Viper radar, but as we head into tomorrow, this front is going to get a little bit closer. So because of that, we'll be a little bit cooler tomorrow thanks to the extra cloud cover. It'll still be hot, mid to upper 90s, heat indices in the triple digits, but we do have the chance of scattered rain and storms tomorrow that could become strong to severe, which I will talk a little bit more about in just a few minutes.
All right, Hannah, we'll look ahead to your report. Thank you. Now to our crime and safety report. A man facing 3 counts of murder for selling fentanyl-laced drugs that caused a deadly overdose in Chatham County. Michael Williams Eden was indicted for causing the deaths of Thomas Sweeney and Christopher Priest. He was already charged with murder for the death of Taylor Williams. Eden is also charged with aggravated involuntary manslaughter. That comes from Austin's law, which was officially passed in 2024. The law is named after Austin Walters, who died after taking a deadly dose of fentanyl-laced drug. WSAV's Isley Herschel spoke with Austin's father, who helped make this law a reality.
Wes Walters lost his son Austin in 2021 when Austin took a Xanax pill laced with fentanyl and overdosed. At that time, laws weren't strict enough to prosecute the person who sold the drugs, resulting in a death. Spurred by his grief and what he calls a lack of justice, Austin's dad took action. When Walters went to authorities with information on the drug dealer, they told him there were no grounds to arrest him or prosecute him unless it was a misdemeanor. After hearing that, Walters spent years trying to get Austin's law passed. Named after his son, the law holds drug dealers accountable for the deaths of people who purchased fentanyl-laced drugs. Michael Sarhat with the Chatham Savannah Narcotics Team says the law can be enforced if fentanyl is present, if it's attributed to the cause of death, if the dealer more than likely knew the substance had fentanyl in it, and if it was obtained through a distribution or sale.
You've got these drug dealers out there that really don't care one way or the other whether somebody ends up dying or not. It's all about greed and product, and so this allows us to go after them.
The Chatham Savannah Narcotics Team has resources for those who have lost a loved one to fentanyl and for the community in general. More information on that can be found on our website, WSAV.com. Isley Herschel, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Isley, thanks so much. A Colleton County deputy has been fired after being found to have misused the county's flock camera system, not just once, but hundreds of times. Colleton County Sheriff's Lieutenant Reuben Carter was fired after an internal audit found that Carter had conducted flock searches for 14 people over the span of a year, including himself, fellow deputies, friends, and former associates. Overall, the audit showed Carter had misused that flock system more than 2,700 times. The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division now investigating for potential criminal conduct, and CCSO policies have been updated, so individual deputies will no longer have access to that flock camera system. And investigators in Bluffton are trying to find out what caused a house fire. Happened yesterday while the homeowner was still inside. WC's Danielle Ruddy went to the home to find out more.
This is the house that caught fire, and unfortunately, it's a total loss. I'm going to step out of the way here so you can get a closer look. This front window looks into the homeowner's son's room. Luckily, he was not here when fire broke out. The homeowner was inside, but he was able to make it out alive.
It was hard for us all to see.
This is a video taken by a neighbor. As you can tell, the house was engulfed in flames, so much so that you could see it from the bridge across the way. We are told firefighters worked for about 12 hours before getting the fire under control. One adult was in the house at the time. He managed to escape with just the clothes on his back. I spoke with neighbors who say the destruction of the home is a loss for the entire neighborhood.
Our little corner of this neighborhood is very close-knit. We've all lived here for a long time. Our kids grew up together. We all, we look out for each other and love each other. But this particular home is one that we've all gathered at for years. Our kids have, it's kind of been their spot, it's been our spot.
Right now, the cause of the fire is still under investigation. Meanwhile, the homeowner has the full support of his neighbors, who even started a GoFundMe to help. You can find it on our website, WSAV.com. In Bluffton, I'm Danielle Ruddy, WSAV News 3 on your side.
Officials in Beaufort County investigating after a body was found behind a business this morning. Here's what we know right now. The body was found behind a business on Salem Road. It's not clear at this time how long the body has been there or how the person died. We are working to get more information. If you know anything about what happened, you're asked to call Beaufort Police Investigator Lynch. And here's that number, 843-322-7928.
The Effingham County Sheriff's Office asking for your help finding a suspects wanted in custody in connection to an assault and robbery just last month. Take a good look now. CCSO asking for your help finding Kareem Felder. Felder has warrants out for his arrest in connection with an armed robbery, aggravated assault that happened back on July 30th. If you've seen him or know where he may be, you're asked to call 912-856-2763.
One of the men charged in a double murder case has now been sentenced to life behind bars. Taekwon Lampkin was found guilty in the deaths of identical twins Trajan and Taekwon Fripp and injuring another person and shooting outside of a Ridgeland bar. Lampkin was convicted on 2 murder charges and 1 charge of aggravated assault. The 2 other men, Jamar Smith, Haygood, and Andrew Grober, the second, are facing the same charges. Both are still waiting for their trials.
Police in Chatham County have made an arrest in connection to a scam that cost its victim more than $35,000. 21-year-old Jamar Lewis was charged with theft by deception after an 8-month-long investigation. He was arrested in Florida at the end of July by the Broward County Sheriff's Office, extradited back to Chatham County earlier this week. CCPD officials say the investigation started back in January. That's when they first got reports of a victim who had transferred more than $35,000 from their bank account to someone who called them, claiming to be with the FDIC. Officials are reminding residents to never give out financial information over the phone, especially to someone that you don't know.
A small fire put out quickly at a local middle school this morning. Metter Fire and Rescue, other first responders as well, were called to a fire at Metter Middle School. It started in the weight room. A Candler County School District spokesperson confirming to WSAV the fire originated from a small drink refrigerator. Smoke was mostly contained to one room, and only damage that was seen was a discoloration to the walls. The rooms sealed off from the rest of the school because of cleanup. A school was held as normal, but the gym classes were moved out for safety reasons.
One of the host to city's landmarks was changed forever this morning. The Martin Luther King Jr. Arena at the Savannah Civic Center. It's hosted iconic performances, sporting events, and productions for more than half a century.
And now part of the historic facility is coming down. WSAV's Jillian Coles was at today's celebration, and she is joining us live with an update. Jillian, what did people have to say?
Well, Tina, Andrew, today's celebration was about remembering those special moments city leaders and community members made right here at the Martin Luther King Jr. Civic Center Arena. Now, while the interior of the arena is already under demolition, Mayor Johnson marked the beginning of the demolition of the outside of the arena with a brick removal you're seeing right now. Leaders spoke, saying the more than 50 years of concerts, college graduations, job fairs held here will not be demolished with the site, but this project is making way for a modern, flexible, and inclusive site to come.
One brick at a time, we're going to rebuild something else, and it's actually going to mimic what the community is. It's going to be a togetherness, and acres and acres of new people will come in and new retail space, and it's going to actually talk to the community, but the ghost of this place is going to always live.
And it was a very special ending to the celebration when community members got to take home a piece of the arena like this brick right here, take them home with them for them to cherish the legacy of the arena. Now this project is expected to be completed March or April of 2027. Reporting live in Savannah, Jillian Coles, WSAV News 3 on your side.
Jillian, thanks so much. Well, Chatham County marking a major milestone today in the construction of its new multi-agency public safety facility. County leaders celebrating the project's topping out ceremony. Construction has reached the building's highest point. WSV's Nikaya Harris was there. She's got the latest.
It's built for the worst, so public safety can keep working when we need it the most. This new facility is built to withstand a Category 5 hurricane. It will be known as the Multi-Agency Public Safety Facility, a project that's been in the works for about 15 years. The 83,000 square foot building is going up near the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. The building is being designed to operate without power for days, giving emergency crews a place to keep working, even if the rest of the county is dealing with widespread impacts.
This will allow us to bring in up to 126 partners, and the overall facility could support 300 to 400 people 3 days totally off the grid. We've got the Chatham Emergency Management Agency and the Emergency Operations Center for the county. We've got the 911 Dispatch Center, the Non-Emergency Call Center, Airport Public Safety Department, and also Public Health is going to have a satellite office out here as well.
Now, officials tell me this facility is about 45% complete. The expected completion date is September of next year. Reporting here in Savannah, Nikaya Harris, WSAV News 3 on your side.
Other news to tell you about now. Opening for a major road project in Port Wentworth has been pushed back by about a year. Port Wentworth Mayor Tracy Saunders says the opening of Effingham Parkway is delayed until spring or summer of 2027. In a Facebook post, Mayor Saunders says a section of that roadway has to be redone after flooding last August. The work is supposed to help prevent flooding in that area once the roadway opens.
Now, Time Saver Traffic, sponsored by Arrowhead Clinic, the accident doctors, where it pays to get well.
If you are heading up to the Low Country, we are tracking a little bit of congestion on 95 up towards Hardeeville. And if you are heading from Port Wentworth to Rincon, we are tracking some congestion on Highway 21 northbound to Rincon. We're also seeing a little bit of congestion on May River Road if you're heading to Bluffton at this hour. So drive times are a little bit slower, especially if you are heading to Richmond Hill and to Hilton Head at this time.